check. It wasn't easy, but nothing is. No. When I feel heavy metal, and I feel that I need when I lie and I'm easy all of the time, but I'm never sure why I need you. Please I need you. I got my head down when I was young. It's not my problem. It's not my problem. When I feel heavy metal, and I feel that I need when I lie and I'm easy all of the time, but I'm never sure why I need you. Please I need you.
Why you all in my face, taking up all of my space? You should get out of my way. You should get out of my way. Don't tell me what I should do. Don't really care what you think. You should get out of my way. Get your talking face out of my way. Out of my way. Out of my way. Out of my way. I got too many plays. I don't even play. Get out of my way. Out of my way. Out of my way.
Way up, get your weight up, put your plate up. You a foreign, we at war, and I got all the hallelujah, Talladega, baby Jesus, in the flesh, come and get it, and I'm with it. All my friends coming with all their friends, and we get active, yeah, we get active, yeah. All of my tattoos black, my eyes bloodshot red. I'm ready right now. Don't run your mouth too quick, let's get it. Stop talking. One way, my way, my way, my way, my way, my way. Don't make me wipe you, get your talking out my face. It's in my mind, really, this is my DNA. I gotta get it, I don't know no other way. Get out my way.
Why you all in my face, taking up all of my space? You should get out of my way. You should get out of my way. Don't tell me what I should do. I'ma do what I want anyway. Don't really care what you think. Out of my way. Out of my way. Out of my way. I got too many plays. I don't even play.
Out of my way. My friends coming with all their friends, and we get active, yeah. We get active, yeah. All of my tattoos black, my eyes.
First opened in 2017. Here's a look inside the one-of-a-kind setting for football. That is Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, the home of the Falcons. Coming up, a terrific matchup to decide who represents the NFC in the Super Bowl. It's the Minnesota Vikings and the Atlanta Falcons. With my partner, Greg Olson, I'm Mike Tirico. We are just about set to kick it off. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start. 20-yard line.
Ready? 19 right.
And he's going to be stopped up at the line to begin this ball game.
This defense wanted to come out early in this game and take the fight to the offense, and boy, did they ever set the tone on the very first play, keeping that carry to no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Hey. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready.
Now they'll set up to throw. Complete. Former first-round pick Drake London with the catch. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. That's the first grab of the game for the man leading the entire league in receptions coming into the weekend. He gets his team a first down. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Drake London was the intended receiver there. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
Ready, ready. Ready. 70 Lions. Hey, smash.
Man in motion, heading left.
60 Eagles. Cup 19. Cup 19. 18. 5. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. That's caught left side by Hopkinson. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. His first catch of this NFC Championship game, good enough for a first down.
And it's his first catch of the game, and it ends up being a good one. All week long, we talked about how this dominant secondary wanted to take away their best targets. And if he continues to make plays like that, their top 10 ranking could take a hit by the end of this one.
60 Vikings. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Up the middle they go. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and
6.
London brought in motion. Slot man in motion right. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
Seventh play of this opening drive, and here's 3rd down.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Back to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked up by Cooper DeJean.
I think he chalked this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
Ready? Panther 60, Panther 60.
It's the first run of the game for Bijan Robinson. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 24-yard line.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go. Bronco 80. Hey, smash Bronco. Ready, ready?
They'll go again with Robinson. To the 45. Bijan Robinson. And he is gone. 70 yards. Touchdown, Atlanta. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Makes the score Falcons 7, Vikings nothing.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This taken at the 5. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line.
Dragon 60. 70. Go.
Drive will start on the ground. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. If he gets a yard out of that one, it's second down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and
60 Bobcat. Come on. Set. Ready.
Now, faking the give. He's going to look for the home run ball. That is hard. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal. A big play for Minnesota. 68 yards.
1st and goal.
Ball resting on the 9. 1st down and goal.
Cougar 19.
Here's a run. That's a nice pickup, bringing it down to the 3.
The tackle by Quinton Baker. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and goal at the Falcons 3-yard line.
Here now, 2nd down and goal.
Press on 80. 60 Eagles. 7 Pirates.
They'll look to throw. It is brought in the end zone. Drake London. Touchdown, Vikings. On now for the extra point. Here's Will Riker. He gets it to go. And the Vikings will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Hold the ready.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Viking 18. Cowboy 80.
So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline.
Get it. Let go.
The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
From the 29, here's 2nd and a yard.
Here we go. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Ready.
Another run here for Robinson. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is 1st down.
4 yards. And the Falcons 1st down.
Ready?
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
19 Lions. Ready?
Out of shotgun, Richardson. He's got this to Bijan Robinson. And he'll be taken down with the first down as time will run out on this opening quarter. The Falcons have it to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with 1st and 10.
Mustang 19. Here we go, set.
From the gun, Richardson. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. His first catch of this NFC Championship game, good enough for a first down.
Ready?
It's a give up the middle to Robinson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
70, 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready?
Richardson operating from the pistol. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. They get 14 out of the screen, and it's a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
Richardson to throw here on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. Now he'll run. And he'll be out of bounds. That's a nice gain, though, on first down. A pickup of 7.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
Second down and 3.
Just the Eagles. Let's go now. Cougar Knights, go!
And here's Bijan. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. Good drive to this point. Now can you convert on 3rd and 3? And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Forced the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
They'll go. Richardson. He's got it at the 7, and they continue to churn out first downs. What a drive. It continues now with 1st and goal.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
He's slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6.
A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
Okay, ready?
2nd and goal.
Ready, ready?
Off the play fake, it's Richardson. That is caught! What a job on the scramble! Touchdown, Atlanta. Tight spaces down there, things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. That's fielded just shy of the goal line. And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line.
They're on the 16-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll begin here on the ground. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
It is 2nd and 9.
Come on. 18 Cardinal.
He'll look to throw. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll return with more of the NFC Championship game after this. Here's 3rd and 2.
Ready? Let's go, lady.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's complete. He's got it to London. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Ready? Stretch the eagle.
Now a run on 1st down. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. It is 2nd and 6.
Let's go now. 19 Charger.
His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Let's go.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. He's got his man, Max Booten. As a second charge timeout for Minnesota, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
You find yourself in these 2-minute drills, Mike. They're pretty critical moments in the game. They go a long way to deciding the outcome, so it makes a lot of sense. You start looking for your top target, and he comes through for him there.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
At the 11-yard line.
From the gun, here's a handoff. And he's going to get belted at the end, but he keeps possession of the football. Setting up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
just 1 second remaining in the first half. They get the timeout. From the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal.
Cougar 19. Ready.
They'll try to run this one in. Good blocking, and he's in. Touchdown, Minnesota.
And that's a bit of a gamble, but I really like the aggressive play call. Understanding here before the half, we don't want 3. We're trying to come away with 6, and he forgoes the field goal try. They take a shot in the end zone, and they come away with a touchdown.
So we are at halftime. Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports. Both of these teams hoping to be the ones to lift the George Halas Trophy. Quarter number 3 of the NFC title game underway. This will be returned from the 2. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
They're on 21-yard line.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal. 60 Bison. Warrior 70. Dragon 60.
Here's Richardson. A throw on the move is caught. And mark him down up beyond the 30. It's a nice start to the drive. Gain of 10 and a quick first down.
We've now seen this quarterback show that he can beat you from both inside and now outside of the pocket. The ability to use his legs to flush out and buy time for his receivers. They uncover downfield, leads to a big pickup.
Here's a toss left side for Robinson. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, they're able to get you down for a loss.
Going down the center of the field, open man, and it's taken in. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They'll pick up 23 on that one. First down, Atlanta.
Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure.
Let's go now. Bronco 80.
Richardson. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. That's Jonathan Grenard busting in to record the sack.
The defensive coaches, they preach all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Come on. Set. Gravity Lions.
Here's Richardson. Man is open, middle of the field. It is caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. extra point attempt still to come. The kick is good. And the Falcons have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball is going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
And he'll take this up past the 40, pick up the 5.
Taken down at the 41. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
On the jump.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 4.
19, Tiger, 19.
They'll stick with him again. And he'll be near the first down marker. It's called a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
He'll try and throw for it on 3rd. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down.
Mustang 19. 18 Radwood. 18 Radwood.
They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. That's to the sideline and intercepted.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks.
That one intercepted. Picked off by Josh Metellus. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
You know, Mike, we're seeing both these offenses come out here and play a little fast and loose in the passing game. The last 2 throws for each team, both resulting in an interception. Now, don't get me wrong. Neither of these secondaries is going to complain. They'll happily feast on those type of throws the rest of the game. But I get a sense on these next 2 drives, come out here, establish the run, go some ground and pound. Let's settle things down offensively and regroup for the rest of this game. And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Moving outside the pocket, and he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Okay, ready?
It is 3rd and long.
Cougar night. Let's go now. Cowboy 80. Panther 11. Panther 11. Lion. 70 Timberwolves.
In motion, that's Thornton. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He dives, and what a catch for the 1st down. That's 17 yards, and that's a 1st down.
You just love to see this effort, especially on 3rd down. You understand, you want to keep this possession alive. You have to do everything in your power sometimes to bail out your quarterback, and it's exactly what he does here, and it brings up a fresh set of downs.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Now a give up the middle. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Divine Diablo there to make the play.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and base.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 8.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats, 70 Lions. Warriors, 70. Ready.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Oh, man, open downfield is Thornton. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. They get 25 on that connection. It'll be a Vikings 1st down. 1 quarter remains in the NFC Championship game. This is the NFL Playoffs on EA Sports.
Here we go. Set. 19, 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Now a run to begin the 4th quarter on 1st and 10. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. That's a gain of 11. And they'll move the chains with another 1st down.
1st down, Vikings.
Eagles.
Now they'll set up to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's going to be marked out down at the 5. A pickup of 10, and it's going to set up 1st and goal.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here.
And he'll take it on in. Drake London. Touchdown, Vikings. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the 4th quarter. All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin.
At their own 21-yard line.
Dragon 60.
On 1st down, it's Richardson. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
2nd and 10.
Come on, come on.
From the gun, Richardson exiting the pocket right. He keeps it himself.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
Out of the shotgun, Richardson. He fires downfield for Pitts. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 73 yards. Touchdown, Atlanta. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the fourth quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now that pressure shifts to your defense, your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. Here comes a return from the 3. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return. Handoff here, up the middle, and he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 23, here's 2nd down and 7.
Let's go now. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Here's Hawkinson in motion.
Let's go.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. And that is incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down, or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down.
19, 18, Buffalo 18. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Panther 11, Panther 11. Go Street. 19 tight, 19 tight.
They'll look to throw. And he cannot get the throw off. He's going to be sacked. And they will turn it over on down.
So as an offensive coordinator, you have to have answers for what the defense throws at you. And in this case, your quarterback is sitting back there. He has nowhere to go with the ball on 4th down. He ends up taking the sack, and now your drive is over.
Ready? Cowboy 80. Bronco 80. Ready?
On the give, it's Robinson. And he's able to force his way through one man, but he can only muster about a yard on that play. Second down.
At the 14-yard
So now a
line.
timeout for the Vikings. That is their first, and they'll get together prior to the second down play.
Here we go, set. Gravity lock.
They'll run with Robinson. And the Falcons are going to be set up first and goal. Couldn't reach Blaine, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. That's a second charge timeout for Minnesota. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. On the bootleg, it's Richardson. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Bijan Robinson, touchdown Atlanta. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his second touchdown of the game. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 2. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
It's a gain of 60 yards. 19 Cougar 19.
It's a gain of 60 yards. And the Vikings first down.
Ready.
Back to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fight chance.
They'll try again here. Second and 10.
15, 5 in. Let's go. Let's go.
He'll drop to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he'll be out of bounds after a gain of 9. They'll go about trying to convert on third down.
And it's been this elite pass defense that's made things very challenging for the offense so far, and that's only his first catch of the game. But, you know, sometimes, Mike, it's just that one play that gets you going, so we'll see if that's the case here.
In motion, that's Thornton. The slot man in motion right. They'll throw here on third and short. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up first and goal.
First down. First and goal, Minnesota.
Cut 19. Let's go.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he's going to lose yardage here. Taken down back at the 8. The Vikings go ahead and use their final timeout. And they'll get together prior to this second down play.
Ready. 19, 18.
He'll look to throw. Throw over the middle, caught by London.
The second down pass.
And he'll take this down to the 2, but a good tackle there. Going to set up third and goal. He puts it up, and it's caught. Dante Thornton. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Well, that was step one. The offense did their job, get this thing back within one possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
The Vikings will line up for the two-point conversion.
19 light.
They'll drop to throw. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier Watts.
That decision to go for 2 was made up from the very beginning. The moment they scored, you could see the head coach. He's signaling, we're going for 2. The touchdown was obviously a disappointing outcome defensively, but to able to get that stop, they can at least come off the field and catch their breath.
The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
That was their last shot. They've got no timeouts left. Now the offense can just simply come take the field. Best play in football, Mike. Victory formation, take a couple knees, get on with the win.
Get it! Hey! Smash Bronco! Cook! Ready, right?
On first down, it's Robinson. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
So these situations, Mike, are always very tricky for a play caller. Of course you want to keep the clock moving. You're just trying to run the game out and maintain this lead, but you also don't want to become overly predictable. So with the defense just selling out to stop the run, I think they have to mix in a few high completion percentage passes to just at least keep them off balance.
And a much better result here. Give him 7, and it sets up third down.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
From the gun on third down, Richardson. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
Now, the extra point. It's up and good. And the Falcons will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
27.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Here we go on the return from the 1. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. This is 1st and 10.
Come on, come on. That's touching. 18 targets, 18 targets. 50 back there, 50 back. Trap 60. Panther 11, Panther 11. Go.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. There's that man again. Another catch. And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line.
Vikings, first down.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Here comes 2nd down. Here we go. One final play. The throw here is complete. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this.